Back, man. Nomtombout Radio. Back for another week, man. I know you like, where's Vibe at, man? He running a little late, man. So we're going to have to get it popping without him. He should be here in a second. My name is Sixx, and I'm your host. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Nomtombout Radio, NOMTOMBOUT_radio. Check us out on Facebook at Nomtombout. Check us out on YouTube, Nomtombout Radio. Yeah, man. This is 91.7 WVXU, your HD2 station. Stream us live on Radio Artifact, .com. Yeah, I don't like that phone, man. But yeah, we back for another week. We got a guest here. We're going to get the guest introduced early so she can participate in some of the other conversation. But you ever been just be like, man, I want to get that pack of gum, but I just can't afford it. You ever just been messed up financially, needed credit, or maybe you don't even have credit. It's kind of one and the same. They treat you the same way. They be like, nah, we don't trust you, bruh. I don't trust you. I don't know you, bruh. But we got a credit specialist that can repair your credit in a house today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Genesis McPherson. I am a financial consultant. I help people repair their credit, build their credit, and then also I can help you maintain your credit. A lot of people don't know how to maintain or build. So that's what I do. Just a little financial literacy to keep everybody on the up and up, get people in the houses that they want, cars that they want, get people the business loans that they need, and things of that nature. And you can follow me at Consult with Genesis on IG, Consult with Genesis 513 on Facebook, www.consultwithgenesis.pro is my website, or you can make an appointment, www.consultwithgenesis.setmore.com. And also hit me up on my phone if you have questions or you want to know more about credit repair. 513-510-0158.
You give out your phone number a lot?
Yes, I do.
You just get random people who's like, hey, you the girl who had fixed the credit?
No, not yet, but
just random people calling?
Yeah, I get a lot of customers calling me, asking me questions about fixing my credit and stuff, and I have posters and many flyers throughout the city. So yeah, I get hit up all the time.
All right, that's what's up. Kind of talk about how you got into the credit field. I know you say you started out in banking.
Well, yeah, I started out in banking in 2014, and I left that for a while. How I got started in credit repair was actually funny. My mentor, Lacey Doe, I actually followed her on Instagram for a whole 2 years before I actually DM'd her and asked her questions about credit repair because I needed my credit repaired for myself. Yeah. I was in the low 530s when I started.
How bad is that? How bad is 530 on the scale? Because we're like, what's the scale go to? What is it from? Okay, so the scale goes from 300 to 800. And 300 is on the low end. If you're anywhere, if your credit score starts with a 3, 4, 5, or 6, they're not taking your cash. You need repair. Yeah. Yeah. Like you can get a car loan. You can apply for a house loan, but your interest rates will be through the roof. What's the interest rate on a 300 credit score?
It depends on your credit.
What would be
well, actually, if you have a 300, you can't even get a house. Don't even go apply. you'll get denied.
Your credit,
Yeah, if you have a 300, don't apply. You need to call me or hit me up on Instagram or Facebook so we can work on your credit.
All right. So you got into it. So you was in the banking field. And what happened?
I was in a banking field, and actually, long story short, I knew more than the branch manager. And so I got X'd out. But that's okay. Because sometimes you got to lose some to win. And it's okay to get removed from a job or to get fired, or it's okay to quit, especially if you know that what you really want to do is going to benefit you in the end. And sometimes God places you and gives you things that is for the better, you know.
It looked bad in the beginning. It's been, the guy got fired millions of times. And better stuff than happened right after that. Sometimes you question, like, why am I getting fired though?
Right.
It's like, I know more than everybody. I'm putting in more work. That person don't even be doing nothing. That person just is always looking busy, but they're actually not doing nothing. But I think that's just the way politics of a workplace go.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just life, you know.
If you take me to a workplace, I can point out every individual character. It's the same characters that everyone.
Yeah,
you don't have the one who always chilling with the manager and snitching on people, but they don't do nothing. You got the people who it's different characters, man, for every workplace, and they pretty much the same everywhere.
Yeah, because I went from banking to being a medical assistant to home health care. So I've worked plenty of different other jobs, but being a financial consultant really fulfills me because I'm actually helping people, you know, and financial literacy is not taught in schools. A lot of people in our communities do not know about financial literacy. They don't know how to open up bank accounts. They don't know what a credit score is.
Let's talk about that. What is a credit score? What is credit? It's complicated.
Well, okay, because your credit score is taken from 3 different bureaus, okay? These bureaus are independent. They're not owned by the government. It's not a government entity, okay? They take a makeup of what your basic debt to income ratio is. And that's how they go from there.
Okay.
So if you don't have a credit card or haven't purchased a vehicle, a lot of people don't have credit. So they need to establish credit, okay, by taking out a loan or getting a credit card. And then some people have credit, but it's low because they don't actually know how credit works. And take out credit cards and get loans and these type of things, but then don't know you need to keep your credit card below 30% ratio. Right. So then you won't have a negative impact on your credit score.
Yeah, trying to use too much of the credit.
Right.
So credit is pretty much trust points.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you got 300, nobody trusts you. I never even knew it went down to 300. I thought it started at like 5, and you said it go up to what, 8?
Yeah, it goes up to 800.
800.
Yeah. 800 is the normal. Like some people, they do have 850. It doesn't go past 850.
What can you get with an 850 credit score?
Anything you want.
Anything you want.
And once you
go buy somebody's baby up off of, hey man, cash.
I'm trying to take 100 people from either no credit or bad credit to the 700 and the 800 club. Trying to get them financially lit. Yeah. So that they can be able to buy whatever they want to buy, purchase whatever they want to purchase. People need to take back their buying power. Yeah. And that's where the financial literacy comes into play, because if you don't know, you won't do.
Right.
If you knew better, you do better.
Yeah. Some people, that'll be hard though. Financially lit to receive.
Yeah.
That's hard. You might want to shirt that up.
Well, my company already has that going.
Hey, that's what's up.
My company already has that going. If you want to be financially lit, hit me up on Facebook. Send me a message, and I can get you added into the group. And you can see testimonies of customers that we've already had into the program. And then you can also get tips or ask questions into the group. Yeah, so hit me up on Facebook if you want to be financially lit.
Financially lit, man. You want to be able to buy stuff, man. I know you want stuff. That's what it's all about, is having stuff. Talk about some of the ways people mess their credit up.
By not paying off their credit card. Or only paying the minimum balance.
What does that do?
With paying only the minimum balance, you're still accruing all interest. Okay? So if you were to pay over the minimum balance, you'll be able to take off some of that interest. And then again, like I said, if you keep your credit card balance under the 30%, then that way you will be able to maintain that credit.
Yeah, man. Vibe is here, man.
Hey.
Yeah, man.
Daylight savings messed me up. I'm in the car like, oh, I got plenty of time. Because I stopped looking at my phone.
Yeah, man.
And I was like, I pulled my phone. I was like, oh, shit.
I
checked my calendar, like, it said right there, like, daylight savings. I was like, oh, I done went from, then I got all the time in the world, I'm going to still be early to late.
Yeah, it messed up. Because it messed me up, too, trying to get my girls ready.
I always use my phone, so I didn't even know what happened.
Right.
I just knew. I was like, dang, I woke up kind of quick. I guess.
Thought you was ahead of.
I was just like, wow, why does sleep feel so quick? But yeah, man. So daylight savings time, man. Shout out to the white man, whoever made that up. Yeah, man.
Time control.
We're gonna control your time.
Control everything.
Or
Control everything.
Control your perception of time. They don't even know time. So you just start making things up.
Fuck it, this a fuck 'em up, baby. Fuck 'em up, Brick. Okay, I'm about to. Take an hour away, motherfucker. But yeah, man, we back in here with Genesis. We back. We was talking about how people damage their credit. So we talked about not paying off credit cards, paying the minimum balance on credit cards. That can affect it. What else can affect this?
Life. Just basic life can affect your credit. Like, for example, me. Everybody's not perfect. Sometimes you need that $10,000 credit card so you can pay your bills for the month. Just so you can get by. Even though you don't know how you're going to make your monthly balance at the end of the month.
Right.
Sometimes, for some people, it's either do that or be living on the street. And that's part of my why. That's part of why I do it. You know? Because a lot of people need that extra help. And they don't mess up their credit just because, oh, I'm just going to mess up my credit. You know? Just life happens. And I want to give those people services that happens to, you know, ways that they can avoid that. And some people don't know. You know, some people don't know how to avoid it. And they think getting a $10,000 credit card, $15,000 credit card, or even a $500 credit card is the solution to everything. You know, and not actually going out and getting a job or finding better solutions. You know, everybody want a quick fix.
Yeah, everybody, man. Especially
you know,
now.
And they think credit cards or, you know, getting out loans and stuff like that may be a quick fix for them, you know?
Let's talk about the interest rates. How can that affect bettering or harming your credit?
Well, your interest rates doesn't harm your credit.
If you don't know
if you are a person that say has a 540 credit score going to get a car loan, they're going to give you a 24% interest rate, which is 3 to 4 times higher than a person who has a 750. They're going to get a 3%, 6% interest rate. You know, the higher your credit score is, the better interest rates that you're going to get. Yeah, you could go out and get the car, but you'll be paying $400 or $500 a month for it. As far as this person with a 750, $800 will be paying $200, $250,
Yeah.
or walking out the door with the car and not even have to pay nothing down.
Yeah.
You know? So that makes the difference. And that's what I want to get out to the customers so they can be in the 700, 800 club. We all need good credit.
Yeah.
You know? Your buying power is better than cash. If you have good credit, you can go anywhere and get anything. You can go to a lot, pay cash for a car, but then when you go buy a house, it doesn't matter if you got the cash or not sometimes, because they still pulling up your background and still pulling up your credit.
So we explain, because I'm one of them people who I never wanted to deal with credit. If I can't afford it in cash, I don't need it. Just to protect myself, because nobody want to be a slave to somebody telling them you owe me this plus interest or whatever like that. Talk to people with that type of mindset, because I don't think I understood it enough.
Mm-hmm. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't understand. Mm-hmm. And I think that's the misperception of actually dealing with credit or trying to get your credit better. A lot of people don't know. So we have to educate those who don't know. Mm-hmm. You know, with having a good credit score, you're going to be able to do the things that you never thought that you could do. If you want to open up your business, you got to have business credit. Mm-hmm. And but that starts with your personal credit, because they look at your personal history to even think about giving you some business credit. You know, so if you want to open up your own business, or you want to take your life to the next level, you want to buy a house, you want to buy a car, you need to start with yourself and your personal credit. Don't be afraid of credit, because credit is not bad. You know, once you get your credit and your finances in order, that opens doors to many different things that cash cannot get you through.
So that's true. I was similar to you. Well, I guess in the beginning, in my early 20s or whatever, somewhere in my mid 20s, something like that. You know, I was getting credit cards, and so I had an issue to where
they try to get you.
I was cool, I was okay, but I had somebody else in my life at the time that had use of it, and it got out of hand. You know what I mean? And then that person, us coming together and making sure you pay your part, I pay my part on this bill or whatever. It didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? And then we disbanded later on. So it's I was just man, to keep myself safe. You know what I mean? Because it never really was something that I did to where I felt like I put myself in jeopardy as far as my score. And even then, I didn't even know about the score. Mm-hmm. I just knew about trying to keep good credit. And then eventually you can they would add more money onto what you're able to get. But I remember maxing out when I was trying to get this group album done, you know what I'm saying, for the Watusi tribe. And I remember being determined to pay it, you know what I mean, because I know it was me. It wasn't going to be somebody else that I felt misused it or whatever. It was all on me. So I took I guess pride or whatever in trying to make sure. But once I got it back down, it was all right, you know what I mean? I don't know if it was a thing too. I just didn't want to. I guess I just didn't want the hassle. I wasn't intimidated by getting credit. I just didn't want. You
didn't want to mess it up again.
Yeah, and I was and I knew where I was at in my life. You know, well, it wasn't early. My middle stages of doing this music stuff independently. I would have did anything to, if it was the right opportunity. If I had to get somewhere, go. You know what I mean? It's something that was going to be make or break or whatever. Like the Eminem song, you better lose, you know what I mean? Because in that moment,
you was losing yourself. You was losing yourself because you had an end point.
Yeah.
But that's not just you. That's a lot of people.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. there's millions of families right now that are living check to check, check to check. So they think going to get the credit card that can boost them up, but then they don't really want to mess it up, but they end up messing it up. It's okay to mess up your credit. It's okay. Everybody messes up their credit, you know, but you have to be willing and you have to be patient to get the information you need to redo your credit. You know, you got to be willing to repair it. Okay, you had back in your 20s, you lived and you purchased things and you did things like that, but everybody goes through that phase, you know. But as long as you're willing to get the education, as long as you're willing to turn it around, you know, don't worry about it. Everybody messes up their credit. Everybody files bankruptcies. There's millionaires. Trump filed bankruptcy.
Right.
Trump filed bankruptcy multiple times. Yeah. And they gave him a second chance. Right. He's still able to go out and get loans. You know, so I don't want anybody to think, hey, just because you messed up your credit here when you were in your 20s, don't feel down about yourself. Just get the information that you need. Contact me. I will give you the information that you need so that you can go forward with repairing your credit and also knowing what to do from here on to make sure that you won't mess it up again.
What's that rule again? You want to spend how much? What's the percentage you want to spend off your credit card and not try to go over?
You only want to have 30% utilization. So 30% utilization. So if you have a $300 credit card, 30% of that.
You said 300. Don't do this to me. I'm not good with air math. I'm good with paper math.
Okay, so let's do it like this. $300 credit card, 30%, $30. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't go over that credit card utilization of 30%. And anything that you take out, whether it's a credit card, whether it's a personal loan, whether it's a business loan, you always want to make sure that you pay it on time. On bureaus, they record late payments. They record inaccurate materials. They record errors. They record everything. The best thing that I can tell you to do is to go get your free credit report from all three bureaus. It's free. TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. Go on there, get your free credit report, take a look at it, see what's all on your credit report. Because a lot of people don't even know what's on their credit report.
Right.
And then a lot of the things that we see now getting removed is inaccuracies. A lot of errors, different addresses, different people on time on John's credit report. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that clears up a lot of things there. You just going on and looking at it and seeing what's on there, so you can actually dispute with them, hey, this is not my information, really, you know? So that would be the first thing first. Go see what your credit report has on it, and you can do it for free. It's once a year for free.
Kind of talk about some of the services you provide.
Okay, so the services that I provide in helping my clients get back on track with their credit, we provide a budgeting system, okay, which you can put in what your monthly income is, or you can put in your paycheck, and it's going to ask you for what bills you have coming out, and then how you can budget that to save more money. Okay, we also have a credit builder. So if you person who needs to build credit, we can show you how you actually need to build credit. But the first thing that we do for all of our customers is we pull your credit report to see what's on there. And then we actually go from there with each individual to see what you need to do first. Okay, and then we also have a debt payoff. So if you have a car loan that's out, you can put in the amount of your car, and it'll give you a time frame based on the budgeter to see when you'll be able to pay off your car. I just had a customer paid off her car in less time than she said. You know, sometimes when you have a low credit score with that 560 or that 530, they give you, $400 a month, and you got to pay it off 6-7 years. Well, who wants to be paying off a car for 6 or 7 years? You know what I'm saying? So we had a person that got into the program, got her credit score up, and was able to pay off her car sooner than later. You know, but that's one thing. You got to know what's on there. And a lot of people need that repair. We also do credit monitoring. Okay? We're going to monitor your credit. See if anything comes up on your credit. Identity theft. We have that also. So if anybody tries to steal your identity, use your credit card, trying to sign up for different things, you'll get alerts. You'll be emailed. I also have a team of credit lawyers. Our credit lawyers are the ones who actually write up your dispute letters. A lot of people are going for these, I'll fix your credit for $400 one-time fee, and they're not getting the job done. Credit restoration is a process.
So what are they doing?
Yeah, you would think that's definitely more than a one-time thing.
Yeah, it is. Well, a lot of people are doing like credit sweeps. They make your credit look good for for a minute, and then but when you actually go to buy something, your actual credit doesn't look good.
So what's that about? What you mean?
Well, what I'm saying is a lot of people are doing credit repair, but they're not actually repairing credit.
You said they're just sweeping it.
They're actually making your credit look good. Taking certain things off or adding things to it, but it's not done legally.
Oh, okay. So they're putting you in jeopardy.
Yes, and that is a lot of times putting a real credit restoration person in jeopardy. You have to go and do your research. And that's with anything. You want to buy a house, you're going to do your research. You're going to see who the best agent out here is doing it. If you need credit repair, you got to do your research. You have to be with somebody that trusted. I myself am an independent agent for United Educational Services. Our company is backed by the BB&B. We're accredited. We've been in business for 14 years. And our company is debt-free. There's not a lot of companies out here that are debt-free. Look us up.
That would be interesting if a debt restoration company was in debt. I would definitely
you wouldn't want to do business with them, right? Exactly. You got to do your research with anything, okay? I am accredited. You can go on the website and look me up.
Okay.
Okay, you can go on the website and look up United Educational Services. You know, you can look us up on the B&B.
Okay.
A lot of people are not with that. And then again, to go back to services that I provide, we do have a savings goal. Also, we do have financial lockbox. And with the financial lockbox, instead of walking around, you say, hey, you need your diploma, or you need access to your Social Security card, birth certificate. You could upload that right on the financial lockbox. It's secure. You'll have it right on your phone.
So it's like a cloud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How secure is that?
It's very secure.
Uh-huh.
It's very secure. We have protection. That information is not going to be shared with anybody. We don't sell information to third-party companies. Nothing like that. Okay? And then also we have a program which is called Credit My Rent. A lot of people out here renting houses, apartments, but you don't get credit for that. And you pay your rent every month on time. You're not getting credit for that. We actually have a program where you could add that as a positive trade line to your credit report. So you can actually boost up your score up to 50 points with the Credit My Rent. And they can go back 2 years for your rental history for that.
Okay, I never heard of that. I didn't know that didn't count.
No, it doesn't. Your rental history does not count on your credit report. for.
But if you
No.
get kicked out, it's gonna hit your credit, ain't it?
Yes,
Hey.
your, and that's the thing. So you might as well go ahead and credit it on there because yes, if you get an eviction.
That's the first time I'm ever hearing about this.
Oh
crazy.
really?
Yeah.
Oh okay. Well, thanks. I'm glad that I could provide that for you guys. Yeah.
Heard it first,
Because
man.
if you get an eviction, that goes on your credit
I know,
report.
Right. But you're not credited on your credit for paying on time unless you know about this program.
Right.
So it's all about who you know, man, and what they know.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. You need to give out your contact one more time for that one.
Okay, my contact. If you would like to get started repairing your credit, building your credit, or even learning how to maintain your credit, or if you don't know any information about credit for financial literacy, hit me up. And I'm located on Facebook, Consult with Genesis 513, on Instagram, Consult with Genesis. Also, my website is www.consultwithgenesis.pro. And if you would like to make an appointment, it's www.consultwithgenesis.setmore.com. And if you're not literate to the computers or social media, my number, give me a text. Say, text me info to 513-510-0158.
Hella contacts, cuz.
Plenty of ways to get in contact with me. Let me get you right on the right path to building your finances, okay?
Yeah, man. So we wanted to kick it with her for a minute, tell you how to get yourself all the way together. Cause I know the other day I lost a debit card. My credit's so bad I didn't even look for it. I was just like, hey man, you find my credit card, you gonna be like, why yada? You gonna want to hurt me? You gonna be mad you risked your life for that. So yeah, again, this is kind of a little quick hit. We're gonna have you back so we can go and get real deep in depth and go deeper on the issue of credit repair, man. I'm gonna holler at her. My name is Sixx. You can catch me on Instagram, Blaze6513.
And I'm Vibe1, Mr. Vibe1 on Instagram, Vibe1, VIBEONE, -ONE on Facebook, E.S.A.ENT @gmail.com for any mixing, mastering, beat production, anything that you would need on those terms, you can hit me up there. Peace.
Yeah, man, and make sure you check out the show, Nomtombout Radio, each and every Wednesday, 11 a.m. on 91.7 WVXU, the HD2 station, or stream us live on radioartifact.com. You can also check out the show on socials, on Instagram, Nomtombout_radio, NONTOMBOUT_radio, YouTube, Nomtombout Radio, Spotify, Nomtombout Radio, Facebook, Nomtombout. Hella contacts, cuz. Holla at us in some form or fashion. Until next time, goodbye.